Good evening, everyone. I'm Kathleen Kelly. I am the artistic director of ATC Studios. Thank you so much for joining us for ATC's and Metamorphosis world premiere production of David Bellantoni's new play, The Mayor. Cast, please come video live so we can all see you. We are now thrilled to present The Mayor, written by David Bellantoni. The characters: Sabine, played by Susan Jane McDonald, Paulette's daughter. Sabine is the owner and head chef of a local restaurant. Kate, played by Tara Haight, a graduate student who freelances as a caregiver. Paulette, Julie Berndt, a retired mayor experiencing symptoms of early onset dementia. Peter, Chris Robertson, Paulette's grandson. Peter is a professor at the local university. Dr. Goodson, Marianne Goodell, an attending geriatric physician at an assisted living facility. Officer Belmore, Anthony DePalma, a police officer. The place is a small college town in Vermont. The time is 2019. Scene 1. Sabine enters Paulette's kitchen holding a plate artfully wrapped with a cloth napkin. She sets the plate down on a counter and looks around. All quiet. Then she hears the sound of footsteps rapidly descending a staircase.
You home? I brought you steak frite. Hi, Kate. What is it, Kate?
Your mom.
What did she do?
I'm trying. Really trying.
I know you are. Just take a breath and tell me what happened.
She can be challenging.
I'm aware of that.
Difficult, actually.
No doubt she can be a pain.
That's right. A pain.
You can say it.
Say what?
She can be a pain in the ass.
My God, thank you. I didn't know how to express how much she's driving me crazy.
Get louder so she can hear you.
What? No.
Oh, go ahead. Let it out.
Really, come on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, thank God.
Sometimes to hear that out loud from someone else is validating. She's a pain in the ass. Feels good to say that. Know what I mean?
Yes, I do, but I'm not gonna say it in her kitchen where she could hear me. Am I right?
No, you're right. Selfish of me. Please go ahead with your story, Kate.
Okay, so you know I'm in graduate school.
Yes, I know. Environmental studies, right?
That's right. So, okay, I had a huge exam this morning, and before I left, I made sure I checked to make sure your mom had enough food to make her lunch. And she said, yes, go ahead, go to school, but at some point this week, she'll need me to go grocery shopping. And I know I promised her a walk today, but when school came up, I told her we'll have to postpone our walk. And she seemed to be totally cool with everything.
Go on.
Okay, I came home, I looked in the fridges to check the food supplies, and we're fully stocked. When I went upstairs to greet your mom, she asked, how was school? And I said, oh my God, long and tiring. And unfortunately, I'll need to go back tomorrow for another class. And that triggered something. I don't know what it was, but everything fell apart after that. And she got very upset and yelled at me. She actually yelled like at the top of her lungs. And she yelled that there's no food in the fridge, no greens, no berries, no dinner. And apparently I am not helping her with anything. And how can she get anything done when I am always out of the house?
Kate, please continue.
Really?
Go on.
Okay. Well,
I don't know how to do.
she has 2 boxes of chicken quesadillas, 3 boxes of couscous, 3 packages of lentils, 2 wild salmon fillets, a frozen shrimp dinner, and risotto in the freezer. And that is in addition to the greens and blueberries that I bought her at Trader Joe's with my own money, both of which, by the way, have not been touched. And I have eggs, frozen veggies, strawberries, bananas, cream cheese, orange juice, ice cream, and sausages too. I almost forgot because she has to have her sausages for breakfast.
Yeah.
And how did she respond to that?
How did she respond? She said, "Don't you dare tell me what my needs are. Your perception is obviously wrong because the reality is there's no food in this house and I am fucking hungry."
Cursing now too, Mom?
Well, sometimes a well-placed curse gets the job done.
God, see what I mean? She justifies it.
Please let me apologize.
No, that's just reality.
Oh my God, reality. What reality? I'm sorry, but I have tests to take and I'm not failing another one because I have to go out for the 5th time this week to buy enough food for an army when there's only one person in this house.
Kate, please, please.
You know, I can't. I'm sorry.
Kate, don't go.
I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore.
If I check both refrigerators and see that they're full,
I never asked for that food.
you complain every day about going hungry. I just brought you a perfectly cooked steak. Are you going to eat it?
But that girl had no clue. I mean, pretty, but no clue.
What are you talking about? Look at everything she did for you. She was good, Ma. One of the best so far. That was a mistake. When is this going to stop?
I've told you, I do not need a stranger in my home to supposedly help me do things I'm absolutely capable of doing myself.
Is that so? Please go ahead and refresh me on the 7 different pills you're supposed to take. 4 in the morning and 3 at night. Go ahead. Can you tell me what they are?
Well, if you were around more.
If I were around more.
Yeah.
I have a restaurant to run. I'm running that place basically on my own right now. I had a server quit last week and my sous chef got the flu, so she can't work. Oh, and by the way, most of that food, which you claim is not in the house, came from my kitchen.
Well, that girl did things that were sloppily done or not done at all. And we must have standards. I mean, is this how we're going to deal with this generation? Just go ahead and skate your way through life and not bother with consequences. Why bother having her then at all if she's not up to the job? And by the way, I'm too busy to supervise her or anyone else. In case you forgot, I'm the mayor of this town.
Mom, you're retired.
Sabine, we mayors never retire.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I walk around town and everyone says, "Good morning, Madam Mayor. How are you today, Madam Mayor?" And that's how it is.
But you're not the mayor anymore.
That's what you think.
That's what I know.
Ah, you'll see.
I'll see what?
Your perception is off because you're not getting it.
No, this is what you've always talked about.
What?
Relaxing, clearing your mind, settling down.
Settling down? When?
When? What do you mean?
When did I say that?
I don't know. All those years you were stressed out, the endless council meetings, the campaigns, the public appearances.
I loved those. Oh my God, appearing in public was my favorite thing. And Mayor Paulette, I mean, a beautiful ring to it.
What about O'Byrne?
Who?
The chief of police. You hated him.
Well, I hated a lot of people.
Yeah, but he made your job impossible. Remember when he got a concussion and a broken leg sliding into second base head first? He had no helmet on because in his world, only fairies wear helmets. He's 55 years old and 30 pounds overweight. So what a great idea to join a softball league with a bunch of 20-year-olds. After that, he quits and gets addicted to painkillers. He goes and tells 2 of his adult sons to break into the pharmacy downtown. They used bricks and an axe to break the window. Bricks and an axe in broad daylight. Can you imagine the audacity? In broad daylight. I mean, what kind of people do this?
Hoodlums. Obviously, but they should still be in jail.
Well, of course, this kept O'Byrne stocked with oxycodone and Xanax, and his sons decided to open their own little drug business for the college kids. And remember, he somehow lost the evidence, bungled the whole investigation, and his boys were never charged. The whole thing swept under. You don't remember this? You said he should hang for what he did. You don't really remember him, do you?
Of course I do. Fuck him. I mean, he's corrupt, vain, and useless. And those were his best qualities.
That is all true.
He's still the chief, is he not?
Yes.
Then I'll fire him.
But you can't do that. Even if you were the mayor, the chief is appointed by the council.
Please. Sabine, listen to me. I'm going to amend the charter. This appointed town manager thing is crap. And the council is a bunch of losers who would normally be spending time working in a hardware store. Yeah, we need the mayor system in place. You know, people need to have a voice. And this is nothing personal against, what's his name?
Stuart.
Yeah, another incompetent. I mean, nothing personal, but citizens should be able to elect their leaders to 3-year terms. Yeah, that sounds about right. I have 3 good years left in me. This town should go back to what it once had, an elected leader to bring us into the new century.
What new century?
Can you get me some groceries? I'm really hungry.
Mom, there is no room in this house for any more food.
You can run my campaign, just like you did. Oh, I'll win easily.
Mom, that was 12 years ago.
Yeah, I won 3 times. It'll be just like it was.
It won't be. I'm sorry. It's not the same. It's different now.
No, it's the same. All the same. You'll see.
No,
Just like it was.
it's not like it was.
Sabine, listen to me. Trust me.
I am listening.
Please.
What?
I need this.
Scene 2. The doctor's office. Paulette and Sabine sit across the table from Dr. Goodson for a consultation and brief cognitive test.
Paulette, what's my name?
Dr. Goodson,
And where were you born?
Geneva,
Geneva, New York?
Switzerland,
Where do you live now?
Vermont.
What town in Vermont?
Well,
We can come back to that.
Burlington,
You sure?
Wakefield.
Yes, good. Do you know what day it is?
Mom,
Sabine?
Tuesday.
Are you married?
I am. I mean, I was.
Go on.
My husband, Philip, he died last year.
Do you have children?
Yes, 2.
Where are they?
My son Gerard is in California, and my daughter Sabine is the pain in the ass sitting next to me.
Grandchildren?
Well, Gerard is gay, so that takes care of that. I mean, not that he couldn't adopt, but he hasn't. My daughter Sabine has a son, Peter. I love Peter.
What does Peter do?
Professor.
Of what?
you know what Peter does. Come on.
Bean, please allow her some time.
I don't remember engineering. I mean, something like that.
I'm going to say 3 words now, and I'd like you to repeat them after me.
Okay.
Apple, nickel, chair.
Apple, nickel, chair.
Good. How are you with math?
I'm a whiz.
Okay. Add 9 to 36.
You're gonna be kidding. 45.
Okay. Can you tell me what those 3 words are again?
What 3 words?
The words I mentioned before the math question.
Apple, apple, apple. Oh, door?
Go ahead.
I know that there is an apple. I know it starts with an apple, with apple.
Take your time. What comes after that?
I'm not sure. Jesus Christ. How is this possible?
It's normal to feel some frustration.
Well, apple, apple, what comes after apple?
Nickel.
Sabine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would have gotten it. You have to believe me, doctor.
I believe you.
Nickel, and then chair. Yeah, that's it. Apple, nickel.
And
Shit. What is it?
keep trying.
Dime, apple, nickel, dime.
That's okay. Can you tell me what day it is?
Oh, Thursday.
Are you sure of that? Is it Tuesday or Thursday?
It's Thursday. That's what I said. Thursday. Of course it is.
Okay. That'll do it for now. Thank you, Paulette.
And please remember, doctor, I've just had a car accident. I could be in a subtle state of shock, and that's why some of my answers weren't on the money. You understand?
That's true. You did have an accident, and thankfully your physical exam passed with flying colors.
That's right. I'm strong and resilient, correct?
Correct.
Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, because I need to make a few phone calls. I'm late for the council meeting. It was so nice meeting you, Dr. Goodman.
Goodson. She thinks she's the mayor.
Let her think that. The more you contradict, the more stress she will feel, and stress will only make these symptoms worse.
What's going on with her?
Based on what you've told me and this basic test, it looks like mild cognitive impairment. She'll have good days and bad days. Some days she'll seem totally lucid and other days not so much. It could also get worse after dark. We'll need to take a number of tests to determine a proper diagnosis.
Last week she was pretty good. I mean, she was a nightmare and fired our caregiver for no reason, but she was able to follow a conversation. The conversation wasn't based in any reality, but it was a coherent flow. Know what I mean? But sometimes when I speak with her, she thinks I'm her mother. Her mind is a snake pit. It's very difficult to keep track.
Interesting.
That car accident was totally her fault.
If she has a dementia diagnosis, we will have to inform the DMV.
That could take a while. What do I do in the meantime?
Hide the keys.
Oh, she'll find them. She's independent and stubborn, and she'll fight like hell to keep it that way.
How bad is the driving?
Bad. I swear, sometimes she has hallucinations.
Hallucinations? Huh. That could mean Lewy body.
What's that?
A form of dementia. Listen, Sabine, you're my friend, and I want you to be aware of what the future could bring. If I were you, I would start getting things in order.
What kind of things?
Legal documents, a will, start the process of health proxy and power of attorney, get your accounts in order in case she may need long-term care.
You mean what? Assisted living?
Yes, assisted living, memory units. I mean, you know, I work with Silver Lake. It's the best care facility in Southern Vermont. But to be honest, it's not cheap. I know you have the restaurant, and that will make it difficult for you to give her the care she needs. We have to look long-term, 3 to 5 years ahead.
Assisted living? Come on, you know her. She'll never go for that. Stubborn as a mule and kicks just as hard. Oh my God, just the mention of the words assisted living will blow the roof straight off.
She may change her attitude in time.
You saw the way she was earlier during the physical examination. I mean, she wouldn't even allow you to draw blood, right? She flipped out when she saw the needle.
Sometimes there are triggers that are activated that make no sense to us. Bottom line is you need to discreetly make her life as safe as possible without damaging her pride. That means no more hiring of local college students who have no long-term interest in caregiving. I know professionals who I can send who will be able to manage her more effectively.
I don't know.
You want to keep her at home for as long as possible, right?
Sabine, it's time to go now. I'm late for the meeting.
See that? She thinks she's the mayor.
Sabine, listen. I know you're frustrated, but if it's important to her, let her believe.
But it's complete fantasy.
She needs you.
She needs me to what?
She needs you to believe her.
Scene 3. Paulette's kitchen. Paulette wanders around aimlessly, carrying a TV remote in her hand. The doorbell rings her out of her fog for a moment. She opens the door to reveal her grandson, Peter.
Hello,
Peter,
Grandma.
I miss you.
How are you? You feel okay?
Never better.
Great, great. How's the car?
What car?
Your car? Any damage?
Not that I know of. I mean, where is it?
Oh, I have no idea. Garage? Can I see it?
Nope. Leave it alone.
You sure?
I don't want to see it.
Okay, okay, you're right. Cars are annoying, aren't they?
Totally. Who needs them?
Not me.
Me neither.
I'd rather walk. Do you know where your keys are?
What keys?
To the car.
No idea. I mean, I'd rather walk anyway, especially now that it's spring.
Oh, absolutely, everything is coming into bloom.
Everything's coming. Like I feel so alive. It's like I'm in a movie, or maybe 2 movies.
What are you doing with that remote?
What remote?
Oh, that thing in your hand.
Oh, I thought I was going to watch something, but these buttons, there are just so many of them. Ridiculous.
I know. What are they all for anyway?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. You could fly like a rocket ship with that thing.
Yeah, it's like a computer that controls the rocket ship.
Of course. Like look at all those buttons. What do they do?
I'm not sure. Well, maybe the red one launches it.
And the blue one makes it turn right.
Oh, and the yellow one makes it turn left.
Which one makes it come home?
The green one.
Is there a green one?
I don't know.
Oh, look at it. Do you see a green one?
No.
Do you see the button with the little house on it?
Yes.
Press that one.
What happens?
Brings you home.
Really?
Yeah. Easy as that. Press that one. It brings you home.
The green one brings me home. Oh, that's wonderful, Peter. You always were the smartest of my kids. Where have you been?
At school?
So did you fail algebra again?
Whoa, what do you mean? I'm good at algebra.
Uh-oh. Your teacher called and said you failed another test.
I've never failed a test in my life. That must have been your other son.
What other son?
You don't have another son?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know, but if you do, he's an idiot.
You are a rascal, you know that?
Hey, tell me about your favorite bakery in
Oh,
Paris?
there are too many.
Oh.
Impossible.
Oh, come on, pick one.
But I couldn't possibly. This is cruel.
You must. You must.
I must. I can't. Well, the smell.
Oh, the smell.
Yeah. Turkish coffee and pain au chocolat, toasted and warm. I could die right now.
Oh, I'm waiting.
For what?
Which is your favorite?
I don't know. Well, there's this little place in the Montparnasse, Pierre Poilane, and he has the finest chaussons aux pommes to die for because he uses tart apples. You know? But you know what? Pierre does not have baguette. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. What is wrong with Pierre? So where do you go for baguettes then?
I would say if you want a baguette, you must go to Arnaud Delmontel. He has undoubtedly the best baguette in all of Paris. Voila, that's my humble opinion. Peter, I met a man standing on line there once. I glanced over and there he was, tall and Swiss, handsome. He was breathtaking, actually. We traveled together for 3 days and he asked me to marry him. I said no, but I could never understand why. Why did I say no? Je ne sais pas. Because I think he was the one. But it happened too fast. I wasn't ready. I should have jumped at him, but I hesitated. It's one of those moments I always wish I could have back. Anyway, baguettes never tasted the same since. Never tasted quite the same.
What a memory you have. Just so rich. I can't remember what I had for dinner last night.
What did you have?
Not a clue.
Me neither.
Well, see, look, we're the same.
Both of us in a separate galaxy. I'm the mayor, you know.
Damn right you're the mayor. The best mayor we've ever had.
Oh, you think so? What a nice thing to say.
Well, what's your next project, Madam Mayor?
Oh, my next project, I know. A traffic light on the corner of Grandview and Hillside. Too many goddamn accidents. Every week, another one.
Good idea.
Yeah. And people have no idea how to drive anymore. It's like the car is a foreign object that cannot be understood or something.
Yeah, there ought to be a law. Get the bad drivers off the streets.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell my useless chief of police to do something about it. What is that? Are you married?
Yeah, just last year.
What did you go and do that for?
Oh, I don't know. Seemed to be the right thing to do at the time. Are you?
Am I what?
Married.
No, I am French. I have lovers.
Of course. Do you have kids?
Nope. Do you?
No. You don't remember having a daughter named Sabine?
Sabine. Sabine. That's a lovely name. Who named her that?
You did. You named her after that little girl in the film The Ballon Rouge, one of your favorite movies. You used to call me Pascal.
And her Sabine, the red balloon, I remember. He got away and the boy Pascal, he chased it all over the city.
Every time he got close to the balloon, it would fly away.
Yeah, it would fly away, just beyond his reach.
You said baby Sabine was in such a hurry, she was almost born in the hallway.
Ah, come on. How long ago?
She's 55 right now.
I'm not old enough to have a daughter that age.
You don't look it. That's for sure.
A 55-year-old daughter. You have to be joking. I mean, I'm young.
You have a full life ahead.
So where is she?
Who?
My supposed daughter.
At a restaurant.
She has a restaurant?
Yeah, it's your favorite place in Wakefield. Continental with a touch of the Middle East. Your daughter happens to be the best chef in this town.
Oh my God, what are we waiting for? I need a martini.
Martinis, you haven't drank a martini since like the 80s.
Well, what do I drink now then?
Pastis.
I'm starving. I want Algerian. Can we go? Because I'll drive you, yeah?
No. No.
I'm a good driver.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
If I could only find the keys.
Well, do you know where they are?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
In the fridge. Got them.
What a great eye you have. Thank God I have you around. I'd be lost otherwise. Ready to go? I'll drive.
Madam Mayor?
Yeah.
Allow me to be your chauffeur.
Ooh, are you sure?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Parfait.
Scene 4. A local police station 2 weeks later. Paulette stares straight ahead, impassive. Officer Belmore questions her.
Now, can you tell us what happened exactly? Can you describe this other person? Any distinguishing characteristics? Can you tell us about any other people or witnesses who may be able to corroborate what you just told us?
Nobody else was there.
So you were alone?
Yes.
Do you remember the time and date the incident occurred?
No, not exactly.
More or less?
No, it's hard to say.
What about the location? Can you describe that for us?
It was at home.
At home?
Yes.
Earlier, you told us it happened someplace else.
I'm pretty sure it happened at home.
Okay. At home. Day or night?
Day, I think.
Can you tell us if you had been drinking or on any medication at the time of the incident?
Hello, officer. I'm her daughter.
Officer Belmore.
Nobody told me anything, just that my mother is at the station.
She came here voluntarily.
Is she okay?
We're trying to find that out.
You okay, Mom?
A lot you care. When you leave someone alone, this is what happens.
Officer, I'm sorry. I heard you ask about her state of mind. She does take medications.
Do you know which ones?
A lot of them. I can give you a list.
Yeah, that would be extremely helpful. Do you know if she was drinking?
I don't know. I can't say. When are you talking about?
I'm a grown woman, entitled to enjoy a cocktail, especially after work.
Are you working right now? What are you doing exactly?
Oh, you know exactly what I do, Officer Belmore. I'm your mayor.
Was the mayor.
Everybody knows who you are, Madam Mayor. No question about that. And we appreciate you coming in here today. We're just concerned for your safety. That's our only intention here.
Officer, I'm sorry. I saw her car out front. We are trying to work with the DMV, but it takes time.
What are you doing with the DMV?
I know this is a tough situation and you don't want to lose your independence.
I'm a very good driver. You leave my car alone.
You shouldn't be driving. I'm sorry, officer, was there any damage?
Why shouldn't she be driving?
Her mind is a little...
There is nothing wrong with my mind.
There are some issues.
Okay,
We're still waiting on some tests for a diagnosis.
What's the prognosis?
Hello? I'm right here, sitting in front of you.
Didn't hit someone, did she?
Did you hit someone, Madam Mayor?
I didn't hit someone. Someone hit me.
With a
I'm the
car?
victim here.
I'm sorry. Was there another car? Was there another incident?
Another incident? What other incident?
Why can't anyone hear me
Your
or
mother didn't,
understand me?
your mother didn't come in here today to report a car accident.
No. Well, what happened then?
Somebody help me,
We're here, Madam Mayor.
Officer Belmore,
please. Please.
We're going to help you, Madam Mayor.
what happened to her?
Your mother just accused somebody of rape.
Scene 5. Sabine sits across the table from Dr. Goodson. A natural pause is happening for a few beats. Sabine takes a sip of coffee. Then Dr. Goodson breaks in.
How has she been sleeping?
She sleeps like a baby. 9 hours straight and again in the afternoon. I'm the one not sleeping, 2 hours a night at best.
You're staying with her right now?
I haven't left her side.
I'm sure she needs rest.
Oh God, why is it so hot? It's like 85 degrees out. This is Vermont. It's not supposed to be 85 right now.
Very unusual.
85 degrees, it makes no sense.
Oh, it's supposed to go down to 50 tonight. We'll get a break.
The daffodils just came out. I look forward to this every year in April, but this year with the extreme heat and cold, it's dangerous for them, too unstable. I'm afraid they'll just shrivel up and fade.
Well, they're a hardy flower. Early spring is often unpredictable. Look, they're stronger than you think.
I don't know. They'll just fade before their time.
Possibly.
But it's like I can't stop sweating right through my clothes. This heat has to stop.
I can prescribe medication to help you sleep.
I don't need medication.
Are you sure?
Yes, I need to be alert.
Has she been talking?
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Well, the facts aren't out yet.
How is it okay to send a man?
What man?
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, Sabine. Please be more clear.
Silver Lake sent a man to my mother's house.
I'm aware of that.
He was alone with my mother, a vulnerable woman, just the two of them in her house. How is that okay?
It's perfectly appropriate. He's a trained nurse.
There's no law.
He has a degree in nursing. He's passed the exam. He has a license issued by the state. He has all the credentials necessary.
So there is no law.
No. I mean, men have every right to work in nursing. That includes visiting a patient at home.
There weren't any women available?
He's one of our best and was available on the day she needed him. You didn't want her driving, correct? So we had to send someone to her.
And he's Black?
He's Dominican.
What's his name?
Ramon Esperanza. People call him Ray.
Was he born here?
The Bronx.
Great.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What is it?
You know me. I'm okay with everybody.
Okay.
But this worries me.
About his ethnicity? I don't see the relevance.
You don't see the relevance.
I'm sorry. We're professionals at Silver Lake.
Doctor, we have a town that's 96% white, right next to one of the most woke colleges in the country. We have a white woman, an ex-mayor, probably the most powerful woman in this town, accusing a Black Dominican man of raping her in her own home. We have a political climate that is both Black Lives Matter and Me Too. This is too complicated, too confusing, too stressful. She's already terrified and upset. She can't even remember the sequence of 3 simple words that were spoken to her 30 seconds before. No wonder she hasn't spoken. You add all of this to what has already happened to her, this person coming into the privacy of her home. This person who is supposed to protect her becomes, in fact, a predator with a smile wearing a white coat. She's in a panic with no way out. Well, what else can she do but surrender?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's been no evidence.
Evidence? No evidence of what? You're saying there's nothing to it?
No, I'm saying there's no evidence of struggle or injury.
Well, maybe she didn't fight him. She's in a vulnerable emotional state, already feeling uncertain and bewildered. She's easily manipulated. You know this.
Yes, that's true. She is uncertain and confused, but the facts are not in yet. We have to follow the facts.
How are we supposed to do that? There were no witnesses. She was alone. No neighbors saw or heard anything.
This is beyond us now. An investigation from law enforcement has already begun, and Silver Lake will conduct its own internal review, and we will cooperate with the Wakefield Police and any other investigative agencies to uncover what truly happened. Believe me, Sabine, we are all deeply disturbed by this and want to get to the bottom of it as soon as possible.
I just can't imagine what she's going through. Already the loss of control, not able to concentrate and organize her thoughts, and then some strange man comes into her home and does that to her. The fear, anxiety, and the shame. The shame. This is a proud woman, doctor. She was the mayor of this town.
The most important thing right now is to let the investigation happen under a controlled environment. I've contacted the local newspaper and asked them for discretion. Thankfully, they already have a policy against naming alleged victims of rape or sexual assault. I mean, we can't let this thing blow up. It'll be a disaster.
Is that the most important thing? Keeping it all under wraps?
This gets out. It'll flatten this town. It's too small, too provincial to handle something like this.
What about her?
Her name cannot go public. This is about protecting her identity.
Is it?
What are you saying? You want this to go public?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Do you remember what you told me after her consultation?
I told you many things.
If it's important to her, you need to believe.
Her recall is highly questionable.
That's what you said. Believe her.
Under a different circumstance.
Said she needs you to believe her.
Yes, but we need verification.
Do you know what it's like to go through something like a rape and then have everyone tell you it never happened?
And we need to follow the investigation.
It's like you lose yourself twice. Once during the assault, and then again when people deny your truth. Then you have nothing left.
Again, we will follow the investigation.
That's not what I'm asking.
They will do a thorough search.
This is my mother. Do you believe her?
Once the investigation has concluded,
I'm asking you a question.
then we will know the truth.
Do you believe her?
It's not up to me.
Damn it, Marissa! Do you believe her?
I have another patient. Please excuse me.
Did you turn your phone off?
I was in a meeting.
I've been trying to reach you.
Where is she? You left her alone. You can't do that.
I gave her a pill. She'll be dead to the world for a few hours.
Don't say it like that.
How do you want me to say it?
She's sleeping.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's sleeping. What happened with the doctor?
She's more concerned about publicity.
Okay.
She called the newspapers to make sure they don't print anything about it.
Don't print anything?
Yes.
Print? What century is she in? She thinks it's going to stop the word from getting out? This is all over social media. It's everywhere. It's all people are texting about.
What is wrong with everyone? Why is there no respect? Why can't people mind their own business?
It's all over town and all over campus.
Oh, I hate social media. What are they saying?
Well, some people believe a powerful, wealthy white woman has falsely accused an innocent working person of color. Others have been saying an illegal Black Dominican immigrant preyed on an innocent, defenseless woman. He's American, by the way, born in New York.
Well, she is innocent and defenseless.
It didn't help that O'Byrne jumped the gun and made a statement.
You're kidding.
He wants to run this caregiver out of town like some kind of old town sheriff.
But that's who he thinks he is.
You know, he thinks he's Dirty Harry.
He's a drug addict.
And now he's got the people on his side. In town, at least, the dairy farmers love him. They love that tough talk. The students despise him.
This place is schizophrenic. Always has been. Gown on one side, town on the other.
Reporters are camped in front of the house. I had to climb out the back window and walk here. The whole block filled with media vans and cameras coming from everywhere in the state, some even from New Hampshire. It's total chaos.
Oh my God. We have to protect her from those people.
You're going to want a statement from her. They'll want her to go on record.
No, absolutely not. She'll think it's a campaign rally. She'll be a laughing stock.
We can't keep her locked in forever.
Yes, we can until they go away.
They'll also want to find you. Get a statement, get your reactions.
No, absolutely not.
Well, they're coming, Mom. I'm sorry, whether you like it or not.
I'm afraid of the cameras. It'll be a mob scene.
They'll probably show up at the restaurant next.
What?
Hmm?
No, that's my livelihood.
I'll try to shut it down until you get an answer.
They'll twist my words. They'll use me to confirm their own opinions.
Well, you need to be prepared.
I'm not. This is all, it's too distressing.
You don't have a choice. The press will hound you. And it's not just the press. Every blogger, every asshole in their pajamas with a laptop will have an opinion. In this town, they have nothing else to do.
Oh, they can't do that. They can just pester me like that?
Until they get an answer.
I don't have an answer.
Do you believe her?
Of course I believe her. Why would she invent something like that? She's already lost control of her mind. Why would she choose to lose control over her body? She hasn't left the house in days. She's afraid to go outside, and you know how she loves to go out and socialize with everyone. All she does is sleep, and she doesn't eat. Can you imagine that? My mother, the woman who was perpetually starving, now refuses to eat? What does that tell you?
I'm not sure what it tells me.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure.
I am.
How can you be?
I just know it.
You have no proof.
I have my certainty. I saw the look in her eyes, and I understood.
She may truly believe that it happened.
That's good enough for me.
It doesn't mean it did.
What?
I've talked with people, his colleagues in the nursing program. He's a good man, well-respected, clean record.
That doesn't mean anything. Of course his colleagues will support him.
His mother was a nurse, his grandmother and two of his aunts. This was more than a job to him. It was his life.
I still don't understand. Why would Goodson send a man?
I mean, why wouldn't she?
It's not right. It's just not right.
There was no reason to suspect anything.
A woman, a vulnerable woman alone in her home.
Because he's Black?
God damn it. You know I'm not
What?
like that. I'm not.
Well, what's the problem then? What's the problem then?
A woman alone in her home should be taken care of by another woman. Case closed.
You know, you're not understanding her.
Of course I do.
about sending a woman caregiver.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
I looked at her records, her application at Silver Lake,
Okay.
and she also told me
She told you what?
she requested a man.
Oh, stop.
No, she requested a male caregiver. I saw it on paper and she told me so. She was completely comfortable with it, Mom.
She wasn't in her right mind.
That's right. That's right. She wasn't in her right mind. And now a potentially innocent man has been arrested just on her word. His name is Ray. Did you know that?
Yes, Goodson told me.
Right. He's sitting in a cell right now. Ironically, that's probably the safest place for him. There have been threats on his life. This man is not a criminal. He's a nurse. He's been suspended from his job without pay. If he makes bail, he will have to wear some kind of GPS monitoring device.
Well, there has to be consequences. We have to take her seriously.
He faces huge fines, attorney fees, a possibility of 10 years to life. Vermont takes this very seriously.
Yeah, they should. The investigation will reveal the truth.
Investigation. He's already lost.
Lost how?
If he calls Paulette a liar, he is guilty of calling her a liar. If he denies it, nobody will believe him. In this town, with O'Byrne leading the charge against a black kid from the Bronx, with all the gossip and Twitter feeds, he's done. It's over. His life is over. The court of public opinion has hung him before the investigation has even started. You think he has the slightest chance of ever working with a patient again? You think he could ever walk down a street in this town without all the whispering and the gossip behind his back? Pervert, predator, rapist. Why is he here? Get him out. Send this violent criminal back to New York where he belongs. It's over, Mom, for him.
What is wrong with you?
This is what's going on.
You take the side of a stranger?
No, I'm not taking sides.
Against your own family?
This is the way it is.
Your own grandmother?
We can't just ignore the consequences.
You love her?
I love her more than anyone.
Then protect her.
I know her. I try to understand her. That is love. I'm not blinded by it.
Love her unconditionally.
I'm not placing any conditions. I love her with everything I have.
Then don't call her a liar.
No, she's not lying. She may believe it's true. I'm just saying it could be a fantasy.
Not about this.
Ray said he went over there, that she was fine, in a good mood. He asked to take her blood pressure. She said yes. When he pushed back the sleeve on her arm, he touched her skin. She thought that it was a romantic moment. She started flirting with him.
Oh, Peter, you have to be joking.
She thought he was someone else. She called him Philip, her dead husband, your father. How would Ray know that name, Mom?
He could have seen it on her chart. Come on.
She asked him where they were going for dinner that night. She wanted to go somewhere romantic. She wanted to go to a cafe in Paris.
This is ridiculous.
How would he know about Paris?
I don't know. She could have mentioned it in passing.
He said he didn't respond to any of those invitations. He remained professional and removed the cuff and asked if he could draw blood. She took that to mean he was interested, and she escalated the flirtation. When he took the needle out, all hell broke loose. She became agitated, panicked, thought he was trying to attack. He tried to calm her down, but it was too late.
Stop! This is outrageous. You can't possibly believe that is what took place.
I can't be entirely sure it didn't.
Who are you?
I'm her grandson.
I mean, who are you?
You know who I am.
She would never.
In my gut, I feel it is possible. I have questions, and they won't go away.
This is just his side of the story, his word against hers.
Do you know what Esperanza means?
No.
Hope.
You think she has any?
Oh, he certainly lost his.
That's not my problem. If what she says is true, then he needs to rot in prison. End of story.
See?
What?
You said if.
If what?
If what she says is true.
It's just a saying.
No, we both have questions.
I am clear.
No, really. Then why aren't you sleeping?
It's too hot to sleep.
No, we have to talk to her.
Oh, she's not talking right now.
Well, forget the cops, forget the reporters, forget the gossip. We have to sit down with her and grind this out.
I can't.
Us,
I can't.
together.
I can't.
We're going over there.
This is impossible. What about the reporters?
We'll just have to push by them.
This is a nightmare.
I know, Mom. But we have to.
When?
Now.
Scene 6. Paulette's kitchen. Sabine and Peter enter out of breath, ruffled and unsettled. Sabine carries a plate covered with a cloth napkin. She flips back the napkin to examine the food inside and sighs.
Don't worry about the plate.
I want her to be comfortable. You know how she is.
How can she be comfortable with that mob outside? I have like scratches all over my body.
Oh, they're animals.
It's like a gauntlet.
What happened to the people in this town?
And they smell blood.
I even saw vans with Massachusetts and New York plates out front.
How does she not hear them? Grandma!
I brought her one of her favorites. Pomegranate chicken with hummus and Syrian flatbread, but it's all a mess now. They've destroyed it.
Didn't have to stop at the restaurant. Grandma!
I wanted to bring her a plate.
Coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it up so it looks nice.
Are they ready for me?
Oh,
Well, I have to give my acceptance speech.
your acceptance speech?
To everyone outside?
Of course, didn't you see all the cameras?
Yes, we did.
I understand.
Maybe eat something first?
Oh, what did you bring?
Chicken pomegranate.
Oh, my favorite. Divine, my daughter, the best chef in the whole state.
Thank you.
Mm. Did you come to hear my speech?
Well, we're thinking we could talk first.
Right.
About?
Strategy. You have a lot to think about.
Your future.
And the future of this town.
A lot of people are counting on you.
True.
And what you say will have a big impact.
Are you two from my staff?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
And we're going to lay out our plans.
That's correct. How's the chicken?
Oh, it's incredible.
We're wondering if you can tell us something.
Okay.
About last Tuesday?
Somebody came to visit to check on you.
Last Tuesday,
A nurse.
a nurse came?
Uh-huh.
His name was Ray.
I don't remember any Ray.
Oh, he said he came over. He checked your vitals, heartbeat, blood pressure, temperature.
Last Tuesday, you say? Can we go outside now? I don't want to keep everyone waiting. I mean, this is a big day.
We'll get there, Grandma. I promise. Just bear with us a minute.
So last Tuesday, a man came over.
He said he'd try to draw blood from you. Do you remember that?
Oh, the doctor. Yeah?
He's a nurse from Silver Lake.
No. I remember a doctor.
You sure he was a doctor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What did he try to do?
The normal.
What does the normal mean?
He checks things
Where would he do this?
in the basement.
In the basement? Why would he do that?
Dark down there.
So when you went down there, what would happen?
Mom, did he touch you?
Yes.
In what way did he touch you?
I don't know.
Can you tell me where he touched you?
You know.
What part of your body?
Well, he sticks the needle in first, in my arm
Why does he do that?
to make me sleepy.
And then what?
He would ask me to undress.
Okay.
He would remove all your clothes?
I would do it mostly. Sometimes he would.
This happened more than once?
Yes.
How many times?
I was sick a lot. I had mono, I had walking pneumonia, strep throat. I mean, that's how it started.
I don't remember this.
Go on. Go on.
And then I got pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
The doctor.
No, from my boyfriend. The doctor noticed I was getting a bump, and he saw it, and I didn't know what to do.
Hey, you okay?
Go ahead, Mom.
Well, he said he would help. He would take care of it for me, and nobody would know. I could not let it get out. He promised to help me.
I don't know what she's talking about.
He did a private abortion?
Yes.
Where?
Downstairs.
The basement?
Yes.
Nobody was around?
My father was away on a mission, traveling for the church, and my mother was working, always working.
You were alone.
Always.
What did the doctor promise you?
He promised not to say anything if I let him do things to me.
In the basement.
That's right. In the basement.
Where in the basement?
Pool table.
What pool table?
What was the color?
Red.
Like a burgundy color?
Like wine.
Red wine.
I remember it was by the window.
Facing the street.
Yeah. It was an antique. The top was dark carved wood, mahogany probably, with diamond-shaped little designs made out of, they were light, like a teak color, and then all inlaid together.
The bottom looked like brass that had been painted, but the paint had worn off. The legs of the table were shaped like 4 male lions. So their bodies were black, but their manes were the color of yellowish gold. They face outwards, and the giant paws held pulping up.
There's no pool table like this.
There was.
That's where it all happened.
How did she know? Mom, how is this possible? You never did anything.
What do you mean?
This man, this doctor, you let him down there. I was alone.
What could I do? My mother was always working. She was going to be the mayor someday.
This was you. She thinks she's you.
This whole time. decades. She knew nothing was said.
Mom,
I was only 16.
I'm sorry. Can I ask the doctor?
He's dead. Nothing ever happened to him. He moved his practice to Massachusetts. He's dead. He got away with it. Fuck him.
Yeah. Let's get her some food. She's upset.
When did she know? When? All those years. The shame. When did she know?
Mom, I'm so sorry.
I mean, she couldn't have seen anything. She was never home when he came over.
I'm here for you.
Did she ever tell my father, her friends, the priest? I mean, did anyone else know?
I never heard anything.
The whole time, carrying this weight on my back.
You told me you used to write.
Yes, I did. Oh my God.
What?
She must have read my journal.
My mother's hungry. She needs food. That always helps her when she's hurt. It fills her heart back up.
Are there no boundaries?
I know you're upset.
I mean, what kind of mother does this? Am I just collateral damage?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am.
I'm sorry. I really am.
You have every right to be upset.
You know, we have to go. They're outside waiting for me.
I'm trying, but she fucking knew.
What would you like to eat, sweetheart? Whatever you like.
Maybe this is her way of bringing you in, bringing you closer to her, asking for forgiveness.
I don't know.
Trying to understand, trying to process.
I'm going to make you something. You'll feel better, I promise, just like it used to be.
She's trying.
I'll bring you a nice plate. We'll see. I'll make it all better.
This may be the best she can do.
Hold on. I'll bring you a nice plate. I'll be right back.
Wait.
Yes?
Why? Why, Mom?
I'm not your mom.
I need a drink.
Oh no.
I can't deal with this.
Look outside. She's out there.
I can't.
With the reporters on the front steps.
I thought she was going to get me something to eat.
She's out there now.
Well, what kind of mother always puts herself first?
She's not your mother anymore. Let it be.
We've got to get out there. We've got to stop this.
They're climbing over each other just to get to her. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
What?
Look at her.
Oh, they'll see. She'll be embarrassed.
It won't matter.
I mean, everyone will know, the whole town.
She won't remember. Look at her.
She's in the spotlight.
Where she's always wanted to be.
She's beaming.
Never seen her more happy.
This will never happen for her again.
What?
Standing in front of a crowd like this, the power, the control.
One last time.
She thinks she's the mayor.
Right now, she is the mayor.
Peter and Sabine watch her for a moment. Lights fade.